don't spill it. All right.
So remember when we was at this, was it Lake Michigan? It was a place, some part of Michigan. Beautiful lake, just crystal blue waters. At your friend's house.
Yeah. Bear Lake, it's called.
And so we walk into some restaurant and overheard these people talking, and this is how they talk. They said, "By golly, when I talk to that fucking sheriff, I'm gonna tell him to get those niggers out of here. I don't want those niggers around here when we have our party." You don't remember that?
No, I don't remember that. Bear Lake was all majestically a melanated people lake at one time in the very beginning.
When we was trying to go.
No, years later, because people sold off their property.
By golly, I don't want my kids around those niggers.
You came there. They was already there. You know what I'm saying?
So if y'all get a chance to visit Bear Lake, it's in Michigan. I think it's in Cass County, Michigan, maybe?
I forgot what part of Michigan it was in, but yeah.
Beware.
Beware what? It's not what it used to be.
Friendly people.
What friendly people? Huh?
Beware of the friendly people.
You'd be better off with the bears.
The sundown town. By golly, get those niggers out of here, I said.
It's way off in the woods. So, man, yeah. Because about this time, well, I would say about between 4 and 5 o'clock, it started getting dark in there because there's nothing but woods. It's deep off in the woods.
Talk about beautiful. You can walk out your back door, walk right out to the lake, walk on this, like a little bridge out there, and fish and people boating. And
Had a lot of yard, didn't it?
Their parents own that land, and they trying to force them people out their house because they just want it. Wasn't no delinquencies. They weren't delinquent. They paid it. The house was paid for. They paid the property taxes, but they want it. So some people get what they want.
What they done is because they own like 20-something properties, or you can't be on all 20 properties at one time with just 2 men. So what they would do is they would go in and they would call themselves winterizing the property. And when by breaking the lock, they would break the lock, go in and call themselves winterizing the property, guts, the pipes and all that stuff like that. And then by doing that, they would file an adverse claim on the property, which is actually illegal because if you done that, they'll get you for breaking and entering. And locking you up, that's a trespass.
You would think that people would just be friendly, Why don't you just wait until the person dies and just take the property like they typically do, Boozy? You talking about people who are vibrant and alive and their parents worked hard all their lives for their property, pass it down, and now they got to worry about you just taking it because you want to.
Wait a minute. They can't, even if they die, they just can't take the property.
Well, when your children aren't willing,
estate.
Your children aren't willing to learn some of this stuff, then it's a problem. It's a problem.
Well,
but it was really a very nice spot and very romantic.
Yeah, these 2 brothers didn't have any children that I know.
When they died, this it then.
Yeah, well, actually, one of them did.
You see why I need wine.
Yeah, one of them did and one of them didn't. But the question is, I don't know what they know.
But the funny part was, funny, not funny, laugh funny, but how people really think and feel about you when you find it out. You could either let it bring you down, or you could just accept it and say, this is just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Get your black. And it's like that. And that's the way